What do you hope audiences take away from proximity?
That's something we've been talking about a lot. Like who is coming and what will they take away? There's a lot of question marks in our opera, in The Walkers and in Night, really. It's kind of a big question mark. I hope that the audiences are able to really reflect on that. I think a lot of times opera, the drama of it comes in the end where someone dies or someone becomes king or someone gets married.
That happy ending.
That happy or sad ending, but there is kind of like a bow on it, in some sense of the situation. And to me, these operas really don't, which is more reflective of real life. Right? It's more reflective of how we move through our daily life.
Absolutely.
Everything's not just a perfect package. Thanks for coming to the show. These people got married, or this person was murdered, or that kind of thing. It's more so like these things happen. There's no real end result, and we have to move on as human beings. So I hope that people ask kind of why these situations happen, and maybe like the nucleus of where those problems or strife came from, and how you can address that, especially if it involves you as an individual, and really reflecting on maybe your contribution to some of these issues, or if you don't know about them at all, maybe you would reach out and learn more about the situation, because I think people will leave with some questions. My hope is that they're stirred up enough to kind of figure out some of their own answers, or figure out some of their own, put their own bow on it, really, in their own thought process of why these things happen and why there's really no end result that they might want in an opera or in a show. Okay, that's my hope.
Okay.
What about you?
No, I think that's, I would say the same thing. And in ours specifically, I would think about, I hope that the audience goes away with the ideas of what connectedness means to them, and ways in which they may feel lonely, in ways that they may feel together, or as I said, connected with others, and to treasure those moments of connectedness that you have. You know, having lost a father, my father, I still think of my dad, and I wish that there were more moments that we had of connectedness, and trying to, and I say this only because of some of the aspects of our scenes that we're doing where there's a recollection of a voice. I hope that people go away with knowing to treasure every single moment that they have with each other, to treasure the idea of being able to sit in an audience with people around you. And
which was recently taken away from us.
Do you know what I'm saying? To treasure those moments, because golly, you never know what can happen that can take you out of those norms. Yeah, that's what I hope they go away with, and just that they love what we are trying to bring to the light with these stories, and that's what I think.
That's beautiful.